Is your attention divided between gaming and studying or working? Does it feel like you just wanna punch a hole in the wall? Ever wondered how to solve real technology and science problems while playing video games? Do you count tzatziki as a weapon of mass destruction that should be banned by the Geneva Convention? If you answered yes to any of the above, you're in luck. I'm gonna teach you the hidden strategies that the big corporations don't want you to know. No, you don't need to thank me. I would do anything for you. Follow me. And you've also arrived at a great time. I got something for this. Hold on. My friend, you have arrived at an opportune time. I think Michael Bay retweeted or, I don't know, re-exed my comments about my love of explosions in Iron Man 1, so I have a plus 30% AoE damage buff for today.
Let's put it to good use. Let them come. There's yet one dwarf left in Moria who still bows mirth.
Now I'm warning you, this is top secret stuff, okay? Don't share this secret with anyone. These are very difficult technical combos to pull off, and on top of it, we have to study and research like a boss.
Boss!
Like a boss!
Plus become
MVP.
Let us see if you're up to it. Guys, hold on.
What's going on there?
I'm just fixing something that's been bugging me.
Wow. That's amazing! 4 in a row! Wow! 5! Unbelievable! Another epic victory! Big win! Don't let that vehicle go any further! Don't let that vehicle go any further! Or else, go wild!
Thank you!
I'm proud of you.
Really?
Yeah, see ya.
Step 1. Pick whatever subject you want to master. It's really that easy. So what are you studying? Personally, I've been invited to speak in a debate tomorrow about the universe simulation hypothesis as understood through the lens of rational materialist Master Yi Pro players regarding the emergence of consciousness in both carbon-based and silicon-based entities as a theoretical preparation for the AI singularity. How about you? Let me know what you guys managed to study with this guide. I'm truly amazed at how inventive the online denizens can be. Step 2. Become MVP. Playing Marvel Virals while studying. Step 3. Transcend your consciousness and become truly epic.
I did it. I am God!
To illustrate my point and the complexity and importance of the tasks, I'm gonna pick one of the most cognitively taxing, technically demanding characters in Marvel Virals. Tony Sparks.
Maximum pulse! It's nano time.
Tony!
I hope Friday got that on video.
Let us multitask. First tip. Okay, so starting off with an easy strategy, press any movement button to move your character and go to the objective location. Go on. You know you want to. Good! You are already in the top 5% of best lawnmower simulator players. Second tip. Show competence with spray mastery. This must be achieved in 2 parts. A. Spray mastery for enemies. A well-meaning psychological warfare. Virals doesn't seem to have the toxic community of League players yet, so the use of mastery flares as a show of force, psychological warfare, and cringe-worthy moments has not been invented yet. So I guess it's up to me to start introducing some actual gaming culture in this bastion of civility.
This is way more fun than it should be.
Your enemies need to know that you're not a random player. You're an actual nightmare given digital form. Ascension glitch in the source code. B. Spray mastery for allies. Now the mastery spray serves another important role. It shows your teammates that they can trust you, that you've played this hero for many hours, you know strategic positioning and team comps, you've beaten ghosts and goblins on the highest difficulty, you play, I don't know, no items Yasuo in Elden Ring. You're a close friend with the developers, you're not afraid to add tzatziki to your kung pao chicken in order to establish your hot-blooded Mediterranean dominance over Asian cuisine. You're a pro player, you know what you're doing.
It's completely obvious.
Second tip, positioning and consequences. First, you have to fly higher and press click to attack. That's it. Now, when your cooldowns allow it, press E, then F, then click again. You'll have time for another F before E goes on cooldown, and you're back to just mouse clicking. Attacking like the enemy owes you money, but you can't be bothered. Third tip, you need to overload and confuse enemy ranged heroes, especially Hawkeye and Black Widow. So this is my favorite strategy that I also use in League of Legends, which I call Overload Calculation Projection, OCP. So you see these arrows flying around me? Yeah, this guy's firing at me. He's taking his time very seriously. He's aiming, calculating trajectories, anticipating my next move, moving in between ground obstacles, keeping an eye on his teammates around him and my enemy's advance on their position, whereas I just press one click and move slightly. You know, I have to tell you, there are hundreds of millions of calculations behind this simple strategy. This is top-tier strategy, especially the amount of thinking I have to do is admittedly stupendous and very cognitively taxing. I already feel my brain overstimulated by the amount of calculations I have to perform, but the amount of thinking that the enemy has to do is just a tiny bit higher than mine. I capitalize on that tiny advantage I have. Now I'm gonna give you the next steps in a tiny bit so as not to overload you.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Beholds the god of thunder!
Finally, every 4 or 5 minutes or so, just press Q for your ultimate. Just aim in the enemy's general direction, no need to be super precise, just press that one button from afar. In fact, you don't even need to see. As you can see from this clip here later in the game, while ulting, I got dark-souled camera'd and couldn't see anything. Doesn't matter. Just throw the damn thing in the enemy's general direction and get an ace or two. That's it. I know this is very technically taxing, but I'm an expert in this game, so don't try this at home if you're not sure. So use exactly what I showed you and at the same time study. So I'm gonna be starting with the Isaac Asimov debate, is the universe a simulation, presented by the American Museum of Natural History. Let's see what the experts say.
Well, if Strange can be Sorcerer Supreme, I think I'm going to shoot for Scientist Supreme.
If the simulation hypothesis is valid, if we are a simulation, then we're like programs in a computer. As long as I have a computer that's not damaged, I can always rerun the program. It starts to break down a very funny barrier between science and the conflict between faith.
So what you're saying is that if we are simulated, that means there's a code that's doing it, and that code was started at some point, and in principle, it could just be rebooted. And then all of this would happen exactly the way it happened before, because it's running the same computer program.
I would say that's a useless exercise.
The word was useless, Jim, in case you missed that. Okay, you heard that. Okay. Emphasis on useless exercise. Go.
Trying to repeat what you've already done with huge computation resources is useless. What is more interesting is to go and change the parameters of the simulation.
So science, but in changing those parameters, you might cancel out my existence, in which case I don't think that's very useful.
I'm gonna find whoever put me out last time.
Tony, how are we doing, buddy?
Oh, crisis averted.
Did you forget to right-click?
Gosh, I have missed your cosmic wisdom and constructive criticism.
We still dominating?
Pulse reactors take a minute to charge, okay?
Oh, come on, man. You know what people want to see.
Oh, yeah, right.
Maximum pulse!
I never believe Loki's actually down. Is he actually down?
Excellent work, Tony.
Well, thanks, kid. You like what you see?
Okay, so the summary from that talk is that the theoretical foundations of the simulation theory are grounded in actual empirical evidence about error-correcting codes in biological structures, which could provide a solid starting point before further juxtaposition in theoretical physics and astrophysics. And studying current computer simulations, especially video games, could be quite telling for future developments? Interesting. Okay, I got some free time while I'm pressing left click, so let me just quickly educate myself on the future of artificial intelligence. Let us speedrun a few books real quick. Okay, so now I'm an expert in AI while pressing one or two buttons with Tony, and from what I gather, in order to properly develop AI in modern societies, we need to establish clear ethical AI guidelines, regulate AI development, educate people and professionals, ensure transparency in decision-making systems, although this could be difficult due to the black box problem, develop truly open source code, understand that there could be a few people that use AI to a devastating effect, and they will ultimately be the ones that decide the fate of multiple sectors.
What more do you want? For now! I tried to play ball with these ass clowns!
Fuck you, Mr. Stark. Fuck you, buddy. We're adjourned. We're adjourned for the
Yeah, you done, Tony!
I wonder what Bruce Wayne in Gotham City would think about the AI conundrum. Maybe I should ask him. Boom! Road trip, let's go! Alfred, may I please speak with Master Bruce?
Good evening, Master Jimothy of the Chimeric Isles. Master Bruce is in the cellar having a spirited discussion with an old friend.
But I guess we both knew it would end this way. I miss the people we were then. Me too.
I'm afraid he's not to be disturbed tonight.
Oh, come on, Alfred. I came all this way. I'm still left-clicking remotely to an actual game with Tony Stark.
Maximum pulse!
Oh, I'm so sorry, but as I mentioned, Master Bruce is not to be disturbed, sir. Shall I fetch you some tea, sir?
Oh, come. I'm just gonna pop right in. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna pop right in.
Sir, you really do not want to bother them.
Bruce, can I have a moment of your time, please? Bruce. I'm sorry, Bruce. Whew. Okay, Bruce is venting his anger, but I have to say his gameplay is not technically taxing, very easy combos. Very easy gameplay. He pressed like 30 button clicks in less than 2 seconds. That's not good. This is not what we want to see. We want to see one click for 10 minutes, but I'm gonna let him be because I think he's dealing with some personal stuff. So from our side, well, this is a very strenuous exercise playing as Iron Man in Marvel Virals. I gotta keep multitasking because I'm a pro. But, let's learn something else while we left-click. Let's learn about misinformation, manipulative news, and terrible use of social media. Let's speedrun a few books again. Okay, so from what I gather, we need to strengthen fact-checking mechanisms, coordinate to create a baseline regulation for social media platforms without affecting the right to free speech, unless, of course, it incites violence or self-destructing behavior. Obviously, I think that should be the cutoff point. Free education to the public for matters of media literacy, bringing everyone together as to the wonders of our age, becoming more transparent as a society, helping those in need. Social media should help bringing those feeling alienated closer to humanity, expanding their consciousness rather than pushing everyone away in random directions.
I'm just a huge fan of the sport.
Okay, great stuff, and all with left clicking with Tony. Okay, I'm almost prepared for my talk tomorrow. Okay, so I just gotta learn and find the top solutions about human enhancement and transhumanism real quick. What's an easy game to play while we tackle such a controversial topic? I got it! Path of Exile 2. Okay guys, here I am at Path of Exile 2. People couldn't believe that this game is on early access, since it is actually very fun and fleshed out, but this boss right here is actual proof that we're still in early access. Okay, let us solve the future of humanity and technology while we left-click here as well.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Hold on. Look, I am a data scientist, a technologist, and a psychologist, and even I really fail to see this grim future of technological enhancement on humanity. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen?